Hey guys, Jason from Sparkplug TV here. So we're probably wondering, why are we at the bed of my pickup again? Well, it's because I finally got myself one of these super nifty Riv-Nut tools. Now the purpose of a Riv-Nut tool is to put threads where there aren't, obviously. There's a bunch of crap that comes with your Riv-Nut tool. Whenever you buy one of these, you'll get the tool itself, little wrench thing for putting in the bits and stuff. These are the bits that'll actually go into the little nuts here and rivet them. So what a Riv-Nut tool will actually do is it'll take this Riv-Nut here, and if you can look right here, there are some serrations or indentions, whatever you want to call them. And what they'll do is whenever you go to crimp it like a rivet, it'll fold and you'll have threads wherever you put it. So if you guys remember from the last YouTube video, we were doing tailgate hinges such as this one here, and we discovered that the tab for this hinge was broken off. So not only are these Riv-Nut tools awesome for doing wide body work or other custom work, especially custom interior work, like, man, adding light bars, man, Riv-Nut tool is great. But there's also practical instances, such as I have a broken tailgate hinge and the tab broke off and I don't know how to weld. I do know how to weld, but I personally don't feel like welding because that's a lot to drag out to the truck and weld a tab on the back of it whenever a Riv-Nut is that much faster. That's also the other purpose of this, is that the Riv-Nut tool is fast. It works. It's what we like. So we'll go ahead and set it up for the Riv-Nuts that I'm going to use. I'm going to be using these larger ones, and I did find myself some grade 8 bolts that thread right on in, so I know it'll work. If I could get it out, that'd be great. And they also just so happen to be a 13 millimeter, which is what that bolt right there is. That I'll have to pull out of it anyway. So let's get this tool set up. So you'll have two sides to your Riv-Nut tool. You'll have this side here, which is the side that goes into the tool, and this side here, which threads onto the Riv-Nut. So what we'll do is if you look directly in there, I'm not sure if y'all could see that, there are threads in there, and you just kind of need to get it started on them threads. Oh man. Oh, hang on. That is because they're reverse thread. I always forget that they are reverse thread. And then, this little tool, you'll use the little cut in it. Just tighten her down. Tighten her down good, you don't want her to come out. And then you'll have your retaining ring, which also needs to thread on. This one, I believe, is standard thread. Nope, it's not. It is also reverse thread. I lied. Alright, now we're ready to install a Riv-Nut. So let's get you guys set up at a better camera angle. Alright guys, so we're gonna get this out. Wow, it's already like, whoa bro. We're gonna need to take his tail light out. It doesn't look like that bottom tail light bolt's gonna come out easily. That'd be because it's not. So, I'm gonna grab a different screwdriver and make that thing come you'll snap on. Left a bit in it. Alright. Now, it should come out. There we go. One bolt. And always remember where you put your bolts, because that is very helpful. Me personally, I still have this little bin here from whenever I did the tailgate hinges. That's what they came in. So I'll just use that. Alright, now we got the top one out. The tail light should just be able to slide on back. Lean it against the truck. Now, from over here, which I will provide a view, we'll move you around. Over here is where you can see exactly where this bolt is. So we'll give you this view next. All right, guys. So I'm not 1,000% sure if you can see it, but right here, I'm tapping on it, is the bolt that we're gonna have to remove. Now, if I just take my 13 mil and just start spinning it, it just spins because that tab has rusted off. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab it with some vice grips. There we go. Grab. Oh man, look at that, we got it. And this is that little tab that rusted off, which made it impossible to get that out. And now it's out, let's bring you back around to this side, and we'll show you how to install the rib nuts. Alright, so now, when you're trying to get your rib nuts in here, it may not just slide in, which is a good thing. You don't want it to just slide right in. I mean, it's nice, and they can slide in as long as the hole's small enough, but sometimes you gotta pound them through with a hammer. There we go. Tapped in with the hammer. So now, what you'll do is you'll take your Riv-Nut tool, and there's this guide on it. What we'll do is we'll come in here. I'm going to thread all the way on to the rib nut until it stops, and then just pull. All you gotta do, close her up. Just like that. And then thread her out. Look at that. We got a threaded insert right there. Let's do the next. Since we've already beat it in, there's also this method. Put it on here, slide it in, crimp. Then thread her out. Boom. And just like that, we have 2 threaded inserts in there. So now we should be able to take our hanger and our new bolts. They should just thread right on in. Buttery smooth. Look at that. There we go. That hinge is in there and not going anywhere anytime soon. So now, you guys saw the last video of how to put the tailgate back on. All we got to do is slap this tail light in. We'll take our screws. Remember to always start everything by hand. Especially if you're using power tools. Don't ever start your bolts with power tools. It's a great way to break things. Tighten her up. Alright, and I'll throw this tailgate back on and I'll meet you guys for the outro. Alright, so now that we got it all put back together, I can sit on it. It's not going to fall off on me. It's great. But right before we end this video, let's talk a little bit more about the Riv-Nut Tool and how absolutely versatile this tool is. Like, I know a lot of guys with trucks, like their light bars and other things like that. Well, if you've ever done the bolt through the top with a nylon lock nut on the bottom and washers between, sandwiching between whatever it is you're putting this onto, you already know how much of a pain that is. Now, with a Riv-Nut tool, you can eliminate a lot of that frustration by just drilling the hole, putting your threaded insert in, clamping it down, and then bolt whatever it is you're bolting right there. All you gotta do is line everything up, mark the holes, drill the holes, put the rev nuts in. I mean, it's easy. And I mean, for $20 to have that kind of ease, and it comes with Riv nuts. Like, it comes with an assortment of Riv nuts and all of the arbors. So it's just a phenomenal tool for 20 bucks, especially if you're looking at wide body, light bars. I mean, I know in my race car S10 that I've been talking about, I'm gutting all the wiring and I'm rewiring it all myself to a one gang box of just push it and it'll turn on or off whatever I push. But in order to mount all of that, I'm probably going to use the Riv-Nut tool, because drilling a hole and trying to fish a bolt and a nut and a washer, it's just a pain, man. And just throwing a Riv nut in it, throwing a bolt through it, I think that works much better. It's easy, and it's not like it's not secure, because the threaded insert is riveted to the body or whatever you've put this insert on, and you put a bolt through it. It's still going to be fairly strong. Like, I am bouncing on my tailgate with this hinge on my left held on by Riv nuts, and this hinge over here held on by the little threaded block that's on the back. And I mean, we've seen the threaded blocks I've pulled out of these. I don't really see much of a difference between that and a Riv nut, because I really don't. The Riv Riv-Nut's just easier. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you all so much for those of you who did watch to the end. Please make sure to comment below any future video ideas you may have. It's very helpful. Also, drop us a like. Helps with the algorithm. Helps us, show more and more people how easy it is to be a car guy. So, I hope to see you guys in the next episode of the video portions. And I hope to see you guys in the next episode of the podcast. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day.